It's the NFL on EA Sports.
It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go here on Monday night. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
Last week's performance, Mike, probably when you go back and look at it, the thing that stands out the most is just a little bit too inconsistent for their liking. I mean, he found a way to ultimately lead his team to a victory, and that's the biggest thing. And with that said, he has to do a better job of keeping the ball from getting into the wrong hands. He got too careless at times, and they made him pay for it. If he does that here today, he might not get so lucky.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle. Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This is taken at his own 30. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback, it's Jalen Hurts.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game in a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. Biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll run it here with Saquon. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Aiden Hutchinson, the former 1st-rounder, in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's taken in by Brown. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Brown.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that be a bit of a letdown.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Hurts working in the pistol. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Barkley. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. To throw is Hurts. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is...
Good blocking, and he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. His 6th touchdown now for the season. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case,
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a 1st down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down to 37.
every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it's going to be 4th down. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. the ground. It's Barkley to start the drive. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. Off the play fake, Hurts. We try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
And they'll throw here with Hurts. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A pistol snap back to Hurts. Quick throw taken in. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. That one complete to Brown. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down. To the air again, Hurts. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott on now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Eagles move out on top, 14-0. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and
oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Hurts. That one is complete to Hardman. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Hurts now. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down. After a gain of 7.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
On the ground, this is Barkley. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. His throw left side is complete. Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act. Now a 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott. Good on the extra point. And the Eagles will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is passed. First and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, it's Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up. This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Hurts working in the pistol. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do. The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Again, Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Hurts again. This one into the hands of Brown. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Hurts will try it again. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far that has proven to not be the case.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Hurts will work here from the pistol. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL.